Good evening. My name is Schumacher, and I will be playing the role of Felice Devoto in a scene from Tennessee Williams' play Outcry. I want you to imagine that you were sitting in a theater, a cold theater, where an audience is probably entering before a performance. I want you to imagine that this is a stage, and that there is a curtain right along here. And for the first part of the scene, I want you to imagine that that curtain is closed. Over there, off stage, I want you to imagine that there is a table and a box of props. Behind that curtain here on stage, I want you to imagine that there is a piano, one that you might see in a house in the deep south. Back here, pretend that there is part of the staircase that would lead upstairs. In front of it, here, are only the cushions of a missing sofa. Beside it, an end table. And here, imagine you would see the sofa's matching chair. And back here, pretend there stands the all-important door. This is the fragmentary set. Now, the performance commences.
And they're living in Berlin. She is a cocktail waitress. He had a part in Offen's Binderfeld, and they sit around at night now, drinking schnapps and gin, and she says, "Ansel, you're really bringing me down." And he says, "Gretel, you can really be a bit." He says, "I've wasted my life on our stupid legend, when my one and only love was the wicked way." She said, "What is his story?" And he said, "His story is an angel being blown backwards into the future." He said, "His story is a pile of debris, and the angel wants to go back and fix things, to repair the things that have been broken. But there's a storm blowing from paradise, and the storm keeps blowing the angel into the future. And this storm is gone from
think unnecessary.
What an argument!
No arguments, decisions.
One-sided. Police Zurzolo commands you, but you can't be a commander without someone to command. I won't be commanded since I know what would happen. Chaos and improvisation. New speeches thrown at me like stones as if I'd been condemned to be stoned to death. Would you like to play with me in absolute panic and in total confusion? Maybe you would, but you won't. No, thank you, police. This is not the first time I've had to save you from self-destruction, which would destroy me too.
We'll toss some new speeches back and forth at each other.
Not I, said the fly. Please, if we attempted to give a performance tonight, it would prove it was true.
Prove what was true?
The company called us. Insane. I'm going back to my dressing room and put on my coat and go back to the hotel and sleep.
Claire, you have your coat on.
I'm not going to take off my coat in this big, filthy ice box. If you're able to give a performance, do your pantomime for them. Please. I don't understand what that telegram did to me. I can't play tonight, not the two-character play. I can't remember a line.
You will when it starts, and we'll get through it somehow.
You think you're being brave, but you're just being desperate and irrational. Police, believe me, I'm not lying. I couldn't go through it.
Claire, you're going to play Claire.
And going back to my dressing room. And you are going to announce the performance is canceled because of impossible circumstances.
I am going out there. And when I get back, you'll be here, on stage.
Don't count on that. Sometimes I make decisions and stick to them.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My sister and I would like you to know that we are deeply honored to take such a small part in such an enormously large and important idea and program of cultural exchange. Of course, there have been a number of difficulties, but being artists of the theater, we have long since been prepared for unexpected conditions. Tonight, my sister and I will perform alone, since the rest of our company's been delayed by transportation difficulties due to the eccentricities of the weatherbird. Perhaps I should say the perversities of the weatherbird. So it is, however, that our favorite play in our repertory is a play for two characters, logically entitled The Two-Character Play. Tonight we had expected
His dry eye.
this play. Tonight we will perform for you now, and we hope you will forgive the technical difficulties and problems due to the delay of our company's arrival. Unavoidable. Claire, please, I'm going to start the play.
You'll find me in my dressing room with the weather bird. Oh, please, don't humiliate yourself.
It's you that wants to disgrace us. The play must continue, no escape.
If you start the two-character play, it will be a one-character play. And I'll know the company's telegram is the truth.
commences. Who are you calling, Claire? Claire, who are you calling?
Not a soul still existed in the world gone away.
And why are you still holding the phone?
I just picked it up to see if it's still connected.
Is it?
It hums in my ear. Doesn't that mean it's connected?
The telephone company would send a notice before they turned off the phone.
Sometimes notices aren't noticed.
The house is...
Still our house. But the might have the idea it's not, since it's not lighted at night and no one still comes and goes.
We would have received a notice if one was saying.
We can't count on that.
No, we mustn't start counting off things that can't be counted on, Claire.
We must trust in things.
Continuing as they... Continue, yes. For so long that it seems...
Dependable to us.
Permanently dependable, yes. But we were...
Shocked when the
lights refused to turn on. And it was so lucky that the moon was so nearly full that with the window shades raised wide, it lighted the downstairs rooms.
But we collided with things in the upstairs hall.
Now, we can see our way around here. Flying.
We can. We do. Without even touching the walls.
It's a small house. We've lived in it always.
You say that I was indulging in a bit of sleepwalking last night?
Claire, you've had a restless night.
You did too.
In a small house when...
One of the occupants has a restless night.
Keep the other awake.
Why do I have to sleep in that chamber?
We agreed their room was just a room now. Everything about them has been removed.
Except Father's voice in the walls. And his eyes in the ceiling so that I can't shut mine. That night of the accident night, you ran to the foot of the stairs, but not a step further. You blocked the steps. I had to force my way past you to the room where Mother opened the door, as if I knocked like a visitor not expected.
Stop! Repeat!
No sign of grinning. No sign. There is not. Till she opened her mouth on a soundless fountain of blood. And Father behind her saw and received me too. Oh, it was a quiet reception I received at the door that night. Quiet, light, just a little surprise till the dreadful chorus, and Father said, not yet, Claire. Just as quietly and gently to me as that. But Mother went separate ways. She to the door of the bathroom where she fell, and he to the window where he fired again, looking at it. Help! Can you tell me it isn't that room anymore? That it belongs to me now, inherited without effort, not to remember what you never entered, so have no memory of?
I said let it rest!
Not in that room at night.
You were in that room last night. You came to the door and why?
To ask for a cigarette.
We had no cigarettes.
Is it impossible for me not to stay in one place all night alone?
You didn't stay in one place. You've been wandering about the house, upstairs and down, as if you were searching for something.
Blowing the premises.
With a fine-tooth comb. Did you find it?
No. But I came across something. This old memento, this token of... this ring with my birthstone. The opal. called a fire oil.
I haven't worn that for so long, I thought I was lost.
Mother told me oils were unlucky.
Pretty women are given to little fears and superstitions.
Oils do have a sinister reputation, and it was a gift from Father.
That was enough to prejudice her against it.
The sleepless people love winters. I looked through pockets that I know are empty. I found this in the pocket of an old melted coat, which I'd forgotten I ever worn it. I didn't care if the stone was unlucky or not.
Nothing would be unlucky.
Quite do.
Didn't you say you went out today?
Yes, you saw me come in.
I didn't see you go out.
When a person comes in, you know he's been out.
How far outside did you go? Past the sunflowers or...
I went out to the gate. And you know what I noticed?
Something that scared you back in?
Oh no, what I noticed didn't scare me back in, but it startled me though. It was
What?
a sunflower grown taller than the house.
What?
You know the character left.
The telegram is still on the set.
There wasn't a telegram in the two-character play.
Then take it off the sofa before I can see it. When you see a thing, you can't think it doesn't exist.
There now. It was just a moment of panic.
Convenient way to dispose of a panicking moment.
Dismissed completely like that. And now I'll tell you what I saw in the yard.
Yes, do that, dear, please.
I saw a sunflower, but grown taller than the house.
Please, you know that's not so.
Go see for yourself. Oh, go look out the window. It's in the front yard on this side.
Yard? Now I know you're fooling.
Oh, no, you don't till you go look out the window. It's sharp, quick as Jack's beanstalk. And it's so golden, so brilliant to see pretty shouting, sensational things about us. Tourists will be attracted.
Wow.
Botanists, well, you know botanists. Well, there's lots to do with that to marvel at this marvel. Photograph for the National Geographic. This marvel of nature. This two-headed sunflower grown taller than a two-story house and still inhabited by a regular brother and sister who never goes out anymore.
It's such a long afternoon.
It's summer, which is our season. And after the afternoon, you have to remember that there are still collisions in an unlighted house, and not always only furniture, walls.
Color's the poem of two, and dark is...
Our love.
Yes! Why don't you say it? I have no melody. Say it and point at me.
That must say first.
Now, let's close the child's eyes and light a candle.
There's no such line in the script.
Transpire che pagato means too bad.
Say, somebody's knocking. Why don't you go answer the door? Can't you hear them knocking?
Who?
I can't see through the door.
I don't hear any knocking. Oh yes, now I do, but they're very insistent.
see who's there.
Well, I can't imagine. I'm not properly dressed. I'm not fit to be seen.
You're perfectly dressed. You look unusually well. But me, I don't have my tie on and the shirt of the father's wife. I'm sweating through it.
That's excusable on a hot afternoon. You let them in. Say you'll call me down if it be they want to see me.
Christ! Have you reached the point where you're standing after the door?
Rich, Daddy. The knocking stopped. I think they've gone away. I don't know what to do next.
I do.
Sit there and stare at the threadbare rose in the carpet till the window?
And what are you doing except clasping your hands together as if in prayer?
Nothing. Unless a substance of pace about the house with a maze of amazement. Upstairs, downstairs, day and night, in and out. Out! Oh, please. I want to go out. Today I want to go out. I want to walk on the street like a favorite of nature. In public view, without shame.
Oh. You want to go calling?
Yes. Out calling.
Go out!
Alone? Not alone.
Ladies go out calling on such nice afternoons.
You come out calling with me.
I can't. I have to stay here.
For what?
To guard the house against curious trespassers. Someone has to stay on the premises and it has to be me. So you go out calling, Claire. You know what you could do? Everywhere you went out calling, you could say, oh, you know how idiotic I am? I went out without cigarettes. And at each place they'd offer you one. And you could slip them in your purse. And you could save them until you got home. And you could smoke them in. So. Go!
I'll close the door.
For you to go out calling.
Oh, how thoughtful, yes. Very gentlemanly of you two. Open the door for me to go outside with a parasol all glass. But not very imaginative of you to imagine that I go out alone. Suppose I came home alone. And in front of the house there was a collection of people around its ambulance or police car or both, which had that happened before. People are attracted by a sudden disturbance in a house that once seemed vacant. No. I will go out alone.
It was you who shouted, ah! Not me.
I never dreamed of going out without you in your disturbed condition.
And you in yours.
Me? Calling? A fire engine shrieks of a ball of fire discharges! Would I sit there continuing with the smile and the talk? I spring up and turn and run, and my heart was so on the street. Please. There's a gunman out there. A man with a gun pointed at me.
Please. I'm afraid there will have to be an interval of about 10 minutes while my sister recovers. You see, she's not all well tonight.
It was a large room full of people, all kinds.